Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to tell about the select loop in bash scripting. So select loop provides you to create a number based menu quite easily in your shell scripting. So let's see that with an real example. So right now I don't have anything. I will create a script. Let's say select example.sh. Okay, and I will enter the bang line first. Sorry, bash, and I will put here. So the very basic syntax of select loop is you have to select, write the command as select, then you have to put a variable name, any variable. So let's say I will say vnum. So vnum is my variable name in, and you have to define multiple patterns. So what would be the patterns that would be available? So let's say I want to display certain values in the numbered menu. That may be Linux, shell, Oracle, DevOps, right? So the pattern should be separated by space. So now what it will do, it will create a menu based on that. Okay, the number 1 is Linux, number 2 is shell, number 3 is Oracle, and number 4 is DevOps. Okay, so now once you have defined these values, next what we will do, the simple, like we do for any other loops in shell scripting, do, and then you have to write set of statements that you want to perform. Okay, what should be a set of statements? So right now I will not do anything. I will just mention simple line inside select loop. In some time I will show you how to manage it more better, but for now let's see how it works. Okay, and I will save it. Now I will just make the permissions to run, and it is going to run now. So see, by default whatever values that I have given separated by space, that was taken as a particular menu, and it has automatically numbered those menu. Okay, so you don't need to worry about, okay, I have to give 5, 6, 7, how many values you give, the numbering will be automatic. So the select loop will automatically take care of that. Okay, but as an input, what you have to give? As an input, I have to give a specific number only. I cannot give Linux shell, I have to give a number itself, 1. So it will say, okay, it's inside select loop, but inside it I have not given any condition or any specific statement that what will happen if I give 1, 2 or 3. So that's why it is just showing me an echo command that it is inside that loop. Okay, and that will be keep here only. Okay, it is not going to enter. Let's say I give anything 5, then also because 5 don't have anything mentioned, so it is still in the loop. It will not come out of the loop until unless you have not defined any conditions. Okay, and this menu, that what you can see as hash question mark, that is again a screen that can be managed by the variable ps3 that I will show you. So to come out of this loop you will keep entering anything. Let's say if I enter this, still it will show you same value. Okay, so you have to define it what will happen in case you are not giving anything. So let's say I will just press Ctrl C to come out. I will clear my screen. I will open my example again, and now I am going to make some proper conditions inside it, that what it should do whenever it takes any specific input. Okay, so now what I will do, I will simply remove this line. Okay, and inside it what I will do, I will use a case statement now. Case will be quite beneficial in this scenario, and I will say case, and what would be the value, vnum. okay, case $vnum, that in case it is in any of those, what it will do in, and what it is going to do, let's say if it is in the value, so you have to give the value this, you don't have to give 1 or 2 or 3, you have to give the value as any of these. So I will say if the value is Linux, okay, and you will terminate it, and I will say you have selected Linux training, okay, and I will terminate the case. Then the second statement I will say shell, again I will say echo, you have selected shell, again terminate the case. Then the other one was Oracle, echo, you have selected Oracle, terminate the case, and then again DevOps and echo, you have selected DevOps, okay, and I will terminate this. But apart from this, I will put anything else also in case you are not selecting any of those, so it should print something. So out of this, so I will say star anything else, where it will do, it should do echo wrong input selected exiting, and I will exit it. I will write exit command, and I will terminate the case. Okay, sorry, insert, and I will close the case. EASC, sorry, ESAC, it's totally opposite of case, okay. And now I will save it. So I will just quickly validate echo, all the codes are fine, everything's fine, okay. Now I will save it. Now I will again run the script, okay. Now see, it is showing me. Now what should I give? The number 1. If I give the number 1, you have selected Linux training, okay. So as soon as I select the number 1, it will give me that you have selected the Linux training. Let's say if I type it here Linux, it will not take, okay, because the select will take only these numbers as the input, but that number will be mapped automatically with what value you have given, okay. So 1 will automatically map to Linux, and that Linux will go into case, okay. So you don't need to worry on that. So you have to give the numbers only here, okay. So as soon as I selected or typed anything apart from any of these values, it will automatically go ahead and do that. Hope this is clear. Now moving ahead, if I want to say, okay, this is not very much clear what it is doing, okay. So what you can do, you can change this prompt, okay. So to change this prompt in the select loop, what you can do, there is a variable called as export variable, okay. So that export variable can be changed. So I will use that in my script itself. TD and what I will do, export PS3, that is a inbuilt variable, and I will say I want to set it to something as insert, sorry, it's already there, insert mode, please select any number, okay, and I will write something like colon double quotes, and I will save it. And as soon as I run it now, so see, your prompt has changed now. You are getting a proper prompt which will be more user friendly, okay. And I will give any number as 3, and it will say you have selected Oracle. Okay, the third number. If I give any number as 5, it will take it as incorrect input and it will exit. I hope this is clear with the select loop. So select loop is quite handy whenever you are working on. So same thing, I will just little bit explain the last part, that if I want to add one more, let's say I will add here apps. Okay, so as soon as I add, automatically select loop will increase the numbering. I just have to add my case here. So what I will do, I will just simply do y to y and I will paste it here and I will remove it, and in place of this what I will do, apps, and you have selected insert apps and save it. Okay, now if I run it, automatically the numbering will go to 1 to 5. So whatever value you are giving in the select loop, automatically it will do the numbering. So now if I give 5, it will say okay, you have selected an apps, and if I want to exit, you can give a separate number. If you want to exit, you can add something, or what you can do, simply give it any wrong number right now, because we have not given any separate exit statement or to come out statement. So I will use 8, so automatically wrong input, it will exit. So that was all for this video. Thank you.